It's been nearly 2 years since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, ending the constitutional right to an abortion. But President Joe Biden and his campaign team are betting that many voters remain angry over the decision, and that their campaign can ride that anger to victory in November.
Since that case came down, so many women have been suffering, and most silently suffering. I've met women who have had miscarriages in toilets. There are women who have been denied emergency medical care during a miscarriage because the people who worked at the hospital were so afraid that they might be sent in jail.
We spoke one-on-one with Vice President Kamala Harris Thursday, a little more than a week after she launched a Fight for Reproductive Freedoms tour, and then rallied with Biden under the banner Restore Roe in their first joint event of the campaign. You and the president have been using the phrase Restore Roe. What does that look like with the current filibuster in the Senate and the makeup of the Supreme Court?
Well, first of all, when we look at restoring the protections of Roe v. Wade, it's got to have to happen through Congress. What the court took away, what the Supreme Court took away, Congress can put back in place, which are the protections of Roe v. Wade. But we do need a majority in Congress who agree that, that the government shouldn't be telling her what to do.
Harris and Biden have painted the former president and current Republican frontrunner Donald Trump as the architect of the overturning of Roe for appointing 3 conservative justices who all voted to overturn the landmark case. Another reproductive rights case is on the docket for this term involving a widely used abortion pill. When it comes to the Supreme Court, they're going to hear arguments over mifepristone next month. Would it be a mistake for the court to limit access to that drug?
I'm traveling our country and I am listening to the stories of women and men around our country who are appalled and very upset that there would be a further taking of people's rights to have access to the reproductive health care they need. And that includes mifepristone. So I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of folks who are very worried about it and in fear of what it would mean.
We also asked Harris about Republican senators who said Trump is urging Republicans in Congress to kill a potential compromise on border security to deny Biden a win on an issue that is hurting Democrats.
What we are seeing with the statements like what you described, and we're seeing it from a number of Republican elected leaders, is they would prefer to run on the problem in the next election than fix the problem right now. We have been working around the clock with a bipartisan group of senators to fix the problem. We have requested $14 billion to send to the border to fix what's broken there. But there are some people who are intent on standing in the way of solutions because they want the political chit. They want to play the political card on the problem instead of fixing it.
The vice president said in our interview that voters can have multiple interests in mind as they head to the ballot box in just 9 months, but that they believe abortion access will be top of mind, calling it a fundamental right that has been taken away. In Washington, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.